Hello, welcome to Lesson 10. This is titled Missing Addends. Now you've learned this topic in 4th grade already, and so it should be a very easy review. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start with 8 plus W equals 15. Now whenever I have a missing addend, it's just going to be labeled as a letter. It can be any letter of the alphabet, it could be a capital letter, or it could be an uppercase or a lowercase letter. Now with fact families, thinking of addition problems as a fact family, which we already learned about, is I can create 2 addition problems and I can also create 2 subtraction problems using the same 3 numbers. So what you want to think of ultimately is whenever I have W or any missing addend, can I change this problem around into a subtraction problem where W is my answer, because that's what I'm actually trying to look for. So when I go ahead and switch it around, I can do 15 minus 8, which are the 2 numbers that I do know, equals W. That way it becomes a simple subtraction problem to be able to solve for what W is. And W is equal, sorry, there's the little mistake. W is equal to 7. So then whenever I plug 7 back in, 8 plus 7 does in fact equal 15. That's how you would prove your answer to be correct. You would just plug it right back into the problem, and if you get 15 as your answer, or you get the sum, then you know for a fact that you are correct. Alright, so example 1, this is just broken down as far as labeling or displaying for you, reminding that addends are numbers that are being added together, and our sum is the answer to an addition problem. So when I have a missing addend, which is M, then I'm going to just turn it into a subtraction problem, because these 3 numbers, even though I don't know what M is, these 3 are part of a fact family, and I want to be able to solve for what M is, meaning I want it to be my answer. So in order to do that, I'm going to do 37 minus 24. Seven minus 4 is 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. And the way I'm going to label it is I'm going to say M equals 13. So M equals 13. That's how I would answer it. And when I plug it back in to prove it, I'm going to do 24 plus what M is, which is 13. And it has to equal 37. So let's go ahead and try that. 24 plus 13, 4 plus 3 is 7, 2 plus 1 is 3. So it is indeed 37. I know for a fact that M has to be equal to 13. Alright, example 2, we're just adding a few more addends to our problem. We have 4 altogether. 15 plus 20 plus 6 plus W equals 55. I can make this a lot smaller and I can simplify it to where I'm getting back to only 2 different addends and I can solve for it easily. So the only thing we have to do is do 15 plus 20 plus 6. These numbers can be added together to create just one number plus W equals 55. That's a correct way of doing it. So 15 plus 20 is 35. I'll go ahead and show my work because that's what we're expected to do. 35, and then I'm going to add 6 more, which is going to be 41. And 41 plus W equals 55. So what can I do to solve for W? How would I set up the problem? I would set it up as 55 minus 41. I'll do it in a different color so it's not blending in with my work over here in example 1. 55 minus 41, and whatever is my difference, the difference between 55 and 41 is going to be what W equals to. This is how I label. 5 minus 1 is 4. 5 minus 4 is 1, so 14 is what W equals to. If I were to plug 14 back into my original problem, 14 plus 6 plus 20 plus 15 has to equal 55. If I don't get 55 as my sum, then I know I need to go back and resolve my problem. Okay, so the problems that you're going to do for today for practice are letters A, B, C, and D. You can follow along with them in your book. Letter A, you're solving for M. 35 plus M equals 67. Letter B, N plus 27 equals 40. C, 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus F equals 30. And letter D, K is what you're solving for. And you have 15 plus K plus 10 plus 25 equals 70. So you should know how to be able to solve those problems. Thank you.